In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to create value using complementary colors. By value, we simply mean how dark or how light a hue or color can be. Complementary colors are simply colors that when placed together, they create the highest level of contrast for those two colors. And when mixed together, they cancel each other out by creating a grayscale such as black or white. So here we are working on the final stages of our celebration poster. As you can see, I'm currently working on the background and I highly recommend that you do the same. By starting on the background, it's going to make it a lot easier for us to get all those little edges that are going to be a little bit harder to reach without having to worry about not getting into the outlines. Here I'm already adding some value. I'm going from a dark blue to a lighter blue, and now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more contrast by going with a darker value. In this case, to achieve these dark tones, I'm going to add a little bit of the complementary color of blue, which in this case is orange, and that's going to allow me to create a darker value, giving the illusion of a shadow on the bottom part of my background. And I'm using my egg carton as my palette. This is going to help me keep my paints fresh in case I need to stop working on it. All I have to do is spray them with a little bit of water and they should be ready to go next time I'm ready to keep painting. Also notice how I'm using a little cup with water to make sure that I clean my brush every time I'm ready to switch to a different color. That way I don't cross-contaminate them. And it's also going to help me to make sure that my brushes don't dry. If you have acrylic paint on them, if you leave them out, they will dry and the brushes will harden and you won't be able to use them anymore. So make sure if you're not using them, just leave them in the water if they have paint. And here you can see that I'm still working on my background and I'm using a complementary color of blue. And again, the complementary colors, when you put them together, they're going to create the highest level of contrast for each other. So that's going to make your design or your poster stand out a lot more than it would if you used other colors. I'm adding value to my orange color by mixing white in the areas that I want to go lighter, and then to make my shadows or my contrasts, my darker tones, I'm going to go ahead and add blue, which is a complementary color of orange, and that's going to allow me to create some shadows and make it have an illusion of depth. And here I'm creating my casting shadows and just making them very faint, very light. And this is before I go to my details, which I'll be showing you on the next video.